Howdy everyone, NETV here with some more of The Last Story. Last episode, we learned about the origins of the Outsider and that it's pretty much an alien. It was described as a world seed that travels worlds and takes the energy from them, and that's what's causing the decay of the land. And the only way to get the Outsider to leave is to reunite the two halves that were split back when the founder of the House of Argonin and his sorceress person split it, or something like that. Anyways, we're about to enter pretty much a point of no return. If there's any side quests you want to do them now. There's actually one I haven't done yet. It opens up around this point in the game, which involves like finding some kind of item inside the Garak Island and bringing it to someone. It's not really worth it because all you get out of it is, I think it's a Dragon Claw. So it's not really worth doing in my opinion, and I feel like going out of my way to do it would interrupt the flow of the story. But yeah, once we advance in the story, we won't be able to do any side quests that we wanted to do before. We won't be able to explore Lazarus City like this. So yeah, what do you have to say? Oh, okay, you're getting ready. That's right, today is the day. It's a big day for Zael, actually. It's the day of his knighting ceremony and the day of his wedding with Callista. Now, given recent events, Zael's not too fond of what's about to happen because he's seen what the Knights of Lazarus City are like. So yeah. Basically, Zael's whole motives for being a knight are very much... He's in conflict right now, whether he actually wants to be a knight now. But yeah, I think we have to go in here.
The Count is very busy at the
No.
moment. Please come back later.
No? Okay then. Where do we go? Actually, let's take a look at the library first of all, see if there's any new stories, because that's always good, right? We do indeed have some new stories here. We have Argonin and the Sorceress 3. The new blight that had befallen the land was caused by the very power that had finally brought us peace, the Outsider. Never had I known such a cruel irony. The Sorceress and I tried all we could to halt the decay that ailed the land, but each attempt was met with naught but failure. Until after several years of trying in vain, she told me of a new method. She proposed that we split the Outsider into two, suppressing its power and halting the draining effects it was exerting on the land. Naturally, I approved, and we worked together to carry out this new plan. However, I had no way of knowing what the results of our efforts would be. The Sorceress disappeared, for a price had to be paid for splitting the Outsider in two, the soul of the one who had sown it to this world. I knew nothing of this until it was too late. One half of the Outsider was sealed on Lazarus Island. The other half was sealed on a continent far across the ocean. The decaying ravaging the land did not come to an end, but its rate of progression had slowed to a significant extent. My new obligation was to find a way of bringing the gradual demise of our world to a total halt. I believed that this was the only way I could pay tribute to my love, who had risked everything for my proposal, and eventually paid the ultimate sacrifice. The Outsider's power. Origins. The Outsider, a sentient rock called to this world from beyond the sky by the right of celestial summoning. It possesses the unique ability to absorb the life force of the world around it and convert it into its own sustenance and strength. Anger, sadness, greed, loneliness, despair, happiness. The Outsider possesses all of the same emotions and feelings as do people. Whilst it yearns to be set free, it also seeks out others with whom it can share its emotions. When it finds such a being, the Outsider inscribes its own mark upon the body of its new companion, and the two entities become linked from that moment on. This mark grants the bearer the Outsider's tremendous power. The nature of this power is determined by the will of the one who bears the mark. It can be seen as a manifestation of this person's most heartfelt desires. I wished for this world to be at peace, for an end to the war that plagued the land, to the constant and harrowing loss of life that afflicted all of the people of this nation. It caused me unspeakable pain to watch as innocent souls, who had not even had the chance to learn of happiness or joy, were cruelly torn from this world for the sake of a meaningless conflict. I refuse to accept the futile death and loneliness. The Rite of Argonin. Here I describe the spell that is the product of my life's work, the Rite of Celestial Liberation, a counterpart to the Rite of Celestial Summoning. The rite can only be performed at a specific place by specific people. It must be conducted by the direct descendants of those who performed the Rite of Celestial Summoning, myself and the sorceress. Both must be present on Stargazer's Tower, where the Rite of Celestial Summoning was first performed. This rite will make it possible for the first time ever to communicate directly with the outsider. Most important of all is the presence of one who bears the outsider's mark. It is this mark that makes communication with the outsider possible. No complicated procedures are required in order to perform the rite. It involves simply the holding of hands and the will to reach out to the outsider and make a wish. A wish that the future may be bright for both the outsider and our world. And the thing that bothers me the most about all of this is Zael and Callista had to go through hoops and tribulations to learn about the origins of the outsider, and then after that it's pretty much all published in a book, so yeah, that's kind of weird, but whatever. Lore is cool. And now we need to find out what to do. Oh, cool. Marani is here. Okay. Thanks for congratulating me. And I guess Marani is the one that put all of that information into that book or whatever. Okay, who else? Hey, buddy, you're not dressed for the occasion, but that's fine. Let's see. Sarin is at the tavern. Okay. Well, might as well go find her. And I'm pretty sure Yurik is probably there as well, because he doesn't like to be around people, but yeah, let's go into the tavern. There you are. Okay then. You better not do anything to mess up for Callista. Okay. What about... Sure, Ariella, you've done a good job watching over everyone here. What about Yurik? I want to save Dagrin for last, because he's probably who we need to talk to. Are you in here? No. I don't know where Yurik is. He was probably back in the castle, actually, but... whatever. Okay, Dagrin. Let's go advance the story, because I probably have to talk to you. Our hand-to-mouth existence ends today. The day when our dream comes true is finally at hand. Feel free to take a walk, but come back to the castle when you're feeling better. Oh. Okay, then. Well, I'll do just that, because... there's really nothing left for me to do here, so let's go back to the castle.
Master Zael, the preparations for your knighting ceremony are complete. As a knight, you will not be able to return to town without the Count's permission. Are you prepared?
Yep, this is pretty much the point of no return, if I remember correctly, so... let's go.
The ceremony will begin shortly.
Zael and Callista faced the day ahead, each with their own doubts and fears. Yet they understood that they were about to achieve something they had always dreamed of.
Take this. You must present this sword to the Count. It represents your oath of fealty as a knight. A knight must value his oath and his master above all else. Do you understand?
Yes.
Zael, do you swear to remain my loyal knight until the day that you die? What are you doing? Get on your knees and present that sword to me.
My apologies, Count Argonon. I am afraid I cannot bring myself to swear fealty to you.
What did you say?
You told me that you started this war for the sake of saving lives. But I believe you know better than that. You know what is causing the land to decay.
Why did you visit that hidden accursed place? What nonsense were you told there?
Your ancestor summoned the outsider to this land to put an end to an ancient war. And that may have been the right choice. But now, it is draining the land's energy, causing suffering and conflict across the world. You must have been aware of this. Yet you chose to use this power to further your own ambition.
And what if I did? The power of the outsider belongs to the House of Argonon. And it is precisely because of this power that I am able to offer you a knighthood. Do you not wish to become a knight, Zael?
Your knighthood can go to hell! You don't have the right to decide who's worthy of a knighthood. If becoming a knight means serving you, I'd rather stay a mercenary for the rest of my life. I'm not so low that I'd sell my soul for the sake of a pretty title.
After him! Bring him back here!
Yes, sir. Oath or no oath. In that man's chest beats the heart of a knight. And a knight's resolve cannot be subdued. If you mean to go after him regardless, then you must strike me down first.
I have to tell Callista. I didn't want to become a knight to create more sadness and suffering. All I ever wanted was the strength to protect the people I care about. How did it take me so long to realize? Callista, just wait a little longer. She'll be in her room. I have to hurry.
So, you refused your knighthood?
You knew then.
I could tell. We've worked together for so many years. I know how your mind works as well as I know myself.
Then please, let me do what I have to do.
Sorry, but I can't.
Dagran!
How hard do you think I've worked to make your dream come true? And just when it's finally about to happen, you want to throw that all away? This isn't just about you. If you walk out of here, all of our futures will be shattered. Are you all right with that?
I am sorry, Dagran. I really appreciate everything you've done, but I just can't do this.
In that case, I'll have to stop you by force.
I'm sorry.
Hey, Seren, can't you at least pretend to have some manners?
It makes me sick, what that idiot's doing. Is he really alright with this?
All right with what?
Did you see Callista's face? Not a trace of a smile on it. And this is her wedding day. He gets the knighthood, he gets the girl, but does he deserve it if he can't even make her happy? Seriously?
I know what you're saying, but he made this decision. We've got to support him in that. So let's lighten up, yeah? Huh.
Master Zael! Lady Callista is not yet ready!
I finally figured it out. Callista, I know what I have to do. Let's put an end to this war, and let's live our lives together, in freedom. Please, Callista, come with me.
Get in there! Yes!
Wait! Callista, Zael has refused to accept his knighthood. The wedding's off!
No. If he has truly refused to serve you, I would choose him 1,000 times
Callista,
over.
do you mean to defy me too? Enough! Come with me.
I've had enough of doing as you say.
Capture them at once!
Beautiful work, Zael. You've mastered everything I ever taught you.
We'll handle things here. So get going. Show those idiots what you're made of.
I'm so glad you finally realized, Zael.
You're not gonna say anything? Oh well.
Thank you so much for all of this, Zael. But what are you going to do next?
Destroy the Lazarus cannon. With its power gone, the Count won't be able to carry on with this war any longer.
Right.
And then, we get rid of the outsider itself. It doesn't belong in a peaceful world.
You heard Zael. As long as that Lazarus cannon is around, the war is going to continue. So, we're going to need to enter the military wing and destroy it. The Lazarus cannon is, of course, at the end of this hallway. We ride the elevator up, destroy it, and yeah, Zael is sticking to his guns here, sticking to his morals, and I really like that. So, I'm with Zael on this.
The control room is on the upper floor.
Good. There's no one around. As long as that cannon exists, the Count will never give up on this terrible war.
Okay, controls aren't there. Just had to make sure.
This worthless piece of...